We would like to ask you, have you brought an offering for our in-house rat?
An offering for the in-house rat? Ooh.
Hi, I'm Leah Lamarr.
And I'm Bella Hull.
And welcome to Rats of the Roundtable.
Please do not listen if you are operating heavy machinery, are a blood relative, or an ex-boyfriend.
We are not responsible for hurting your feelings.
Welcome
to Rats of the Roundtable.
Oh my god, that table's like so round.
It's like so round. It's so round. Oh my god, that table's like so round. So round.
Today our guest is Amy Matthews.
Oh, hello everyone. How are we? Good. Should we just give you a little intro, Amy?
Oh, go on then. If you
Amy is a stand-up comedian, actor, and writer from Essex, the rattiest county, who now lives in Edinburgh. She just finished a sellout run at the Edinburgh Fringe with her show, I Feel Like I'm Made of Spiders. Let's see if that's true or if she's actually made of rats.
Both. Both. Thank you. All the spooky animals for me.
We love that.
Yes, I am from the rattiest county in the land.
You don't sound like you're from Essex.
No, I've got a weirdly sort of neutral accent. It's very strange. My family have very, very strong Essex accents and I just never got it.
To be fair, I'm American and I don't know anything about Essex.
I thought you were going to say, and I don't have the
And
accent.
I don't have the accent either. Yeah.
I have an Essex accent, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just never really got it. And then I've moved around a little bit in my adult life and sort of it's just neutralised itself. But it's not regional enough to get good voiceover work. It's very annoying. Yeah.
So maybe it's time to change it up.
Okay. What do you suggest?
Okay, pop culture. How do you feel about Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet?
So I've recently been informed about 10 minutes ago that they are together.
Yes.
I know who Timothée Chalamet is. I know what family Kylie
Jenner
is
a member of.
Yes. I don't know which one she is.
And that's fair.
She's either... Is she the one with the tattooed chap or is she lips?
She's lips.
She's lips.
Do you have a favorite Kardashian Jenner? Or are you so above this?
I'm not above it. I am just ignorant. And there is a difference.
Oh, wow.
Ignorance
is bliss, isn't it? Well, how do you know Timothée Chalamet? What movie?
What did I first see Timothée Chalamet
I'm so interested to know your reference to him.
Oh, obviously, he shone in Little Women. He was so good in Little Women. But what was the first thing I saw him in?
I kind of love that was your first instinct, not Call Me By Your Name.
I
Or Willy
haven't
Wonka.
I haven't seen Call Me By Your Name.
Oh,
or
you
Wonka.
must. It is good, although Armie Hammer cancelled now.
Cancelled
over.
now.
And I will say, peaches are ruined for me after seeing that movie.
What do they do with peaches?
They spaff in one.
Do they?
And then eat it. Someone eats it.
Crumbs.
Yeah. Is
So
it
what
weird
made
that...
you want to watch it more or less?
More, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that thinking about it did make me horny.
Did it?
And cry.
It's made me peckish.
Yeah. It did make me horny and cry.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So whose idea was it? Was it a prank?
No.
It was just very sexual.
From what I remember, it was like, I'm just going to fuck this peach because I can't fuck you.
I see.
Then I'm going to leave the peach by your bed. And you're going to have the option to eat that peach.
So he fucked.
There's cum in the peach.
Did he remove
Spoiler alert, there's cum in the peach.
Do you name your episodes?
And the peach got
There's
pregnant.
cum in the peach.
There's cum in the peaches. I think we found it. Yeah.
So do they take the stone out first?
The stone? Oh, the pit?
Yes, sorry.
No. I'm learning every day. Britishisms.
Do they take the pit out?
Yeah, you know what's so crazy is I don't know the exact mechanics of the peach cutting. I just know there was cum on the peach.
It feels like quite
If there's cum in the peach, does it matter if there's a stone?
Why wouldn't he go grapefruit?
That is too vaginal.
Too vaginal, yes.
Right.
Also, I feel like the acidity of the grapefruit would hurt someone's penis.
Yeah. Peach could be...
There was a hum.
Peach
There was
is
a hum from
literally-
the one man in the room.
Peach is a butt emoji for a region.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And also, peach is quite, sweet. There's nothing bitter about a peach.
And with cum on it, it's doubly sweet.
You wouldn't want it to be very ripe, though.
What,
that
too
would be
mushy?
a right
You wouldn't
mess,
want it to be
wouldn't
too hard, though. Ouch. Peach taking a hard dick and a hard peach. A tough
That's
peach.
true, actually. Yeah, you'd want it to. It would have to be bang on, wouldn't it?
I just feel like you would want to hollow out a cucumber.
Oh.
If we're gonna be real, this way you could actually use it as a tool to...
I'm sure people
Yeah.
have done that as a kind of organic fleshlight.
You'd need a marrow, though, surely, instead of a cucumber.
Depends.
It does, doesn't it?
massively. It all depends.
It all depends.
Everything depends.
I feel like I'm so vanilla because I've never fucked a fruit or a vegetable.
No,
Neither have I, actually.
Really?
Never
Okay.
occurred to me, but I
God.
think maybe that's like
What a couch of
women's.
vanillas,
That's
huh?
women's history that we need to rewrite.
Orange.
It's giving Little Women somehow.
Wait, I know this sounds crazy, but are we technically gossiping because we're a group of women huddled together in a corner?
Discussing elite, very superior ideas about
Elite.
coming
Yeah, we are
beaches.
interesting
Yeah.
ideas in other people's personal lives.
Yes, we are. We're gossiping.
I love
So-
this for us.
very
Your
nice.
impression as a layman,
Yes, of those two together.
a reality TV star dating somebody that's in a like very highbrow
Elite.
caliber, elite,
A-list.
Yeah.
A-list films.
Has gone to the Oscars.
Yeah, okay.
It's like highbrow, lowbrow. It's kind of like a fucking of two universes to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And that's why it seems so insane, because he would be much more suited to date like a Florence Pugh even.
Yeah, well, my gut would say, I would imagine their worlds and lives and priorities might be quite different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. How compatible are we feeling that they might be?
Also, she's got kids, multiple kids.
Wee, okay. Step
And
that
he
Chalamet.
looks like a skinny little chair.
Yeah, he does look like a skinny little chair. I had a line in my last show about him looking like a Dickensian peasant.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does look like a
Yeah,
Dickensian.
he
I saw a
does.
tweet that said he looked like a
The medieval
human.
shoe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
high
think
pointy
about that
shoe.
tweet
Yeah, all
once
the-
a week.
Yeah.
That tweet, and I saw a tweet years ago, and I've tried to find it since, and I can't, so I don't know if I've dreamed it. But there was a tweet that just said, "Sorry, you expect me to do my admin without a fun little drink?"
Yeah.
And I think about it
Yeah.
all the
You have to do.
time. I just thought it was me. I
What's
have
your
to have
fun
a
little
fun
drink? For me, squash. Crazy about it at the moment.
I love squash too.
Can I say that is a very English thing?
You don't
And-
have
have a fun little
squash?
drink?
No, and I didn't know what squash was. So at this 1-year-old's birthday party, I took an entire cup of squash and knocked it back thinking it was just juice.
Like sours.
Yeah,
What
and,
happened to
and it was
you?
more sour than that marshmallow. I was like, wow, that was really tangy. But
I-
it was weird because I loved it.
Yeah, no, it's
And
fun.
then my husband was mortified. He was
That's a
like, did you
ratastic
just
moment.
drink
That
that
is,
without
that's-
water?
That's
a
fantastic to
rat-tastic.
drink a whole cup of just shot
Yeah.
squash.
Yeah, I did lose about 3 pounds after that.
In Scotland, they call it diluting juice.
Diluting juice.
Diluting juice.
We're going to ask you for your triple R, your rattiest recent regret.
Rattiest recent regret.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I regret it, but it's probably not my shining moment. I swam recently for my birthday in the sea.
Already a mistake.
Well, I love it. I love it so much. But I went with my friends, and we went swimming in bioluminescence. Do you know?
Oh,
Bioluminescent algae.
Yes. So we went swimming in that, and it was magical. And it made you feel
Glow in
like
the dark
you,
bugs.
yes, plankton. In fact, and when they're disturbed, they sparkle, and it makes you feel like you're casting spells. It's
It
incredible.
sounds like something you would do for skincare.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does. It makes you feel like Moana. It's amazing. It was very, very cool. But we discovered that if you do a wee in the sea, that also really disturbs them. And it looks like you're just pissing glitter in the sea,
That's
which is
amazing.
amazing. But then someone pointed out that you like they shine when they're aggravated. So these poor, lovely, beautiful plankton, I was just pissing on for my own amusement
And rattling them.
It's not great.
And they were rattled.
They were rattled. They were rattled. But that was a bit too. That's quite like sort of irritatingly wholesome as a regret.
That you.
No.
It's I don't think it's. So you
I
regret
pissed on magic.
making plankton sad.
Yeah.
Do you think that they have the
Wow.
capacity to feel irritation, or whether is that a human projection onto the plankton?
It could be, couldn't it?
But
Yeah.
what would have happened if you shit on them?
Good question.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. But do you also have that as well? It's like an over empathy thing where you feel like exactly what you just said. I used to, when I was a kid, when I saw a bike strapped to the top of a car on a motorway,
You feel
it used
sorry
to make
for
me
it.
want to cry because I'd be like,
Yes.
what if it doesn't want to go that fast?
It
doesn't.
Mitski starts playing in your soul, and you start feeling really sad.
Because I was like,
I'm really worried about both of you.
I
to be
just
fair.
used to like really try and give my love to animals in a very overwhelming way. So when I was
people use a
like
peach for that
6,
kind of thing.
exactly. When I was 6, I got a goldfish for my birthday, and I used to stick my hand in the tank and stroke it, and I had a heart attack and died.
it had a heart attack and died.
I thought you were going to say you pissed
Because I
in
was
the
just
tank.
like I was just grabbing this fish and like stroking it. because I was just like, I love you. I want you to feel like I felt really sad that nobody could hold it or touch
Oh,
it.
that's so sad.
Oh, that is so sad, but very sweet.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet.
Easy, Lenny.
All right.
Yeah.
Very of mice and men of you.
It's giving
Yeah, it's
Lenny.
giving Lenny. It's giving Lenny, but in Ealing, Broadway.
Yeah.
Um,
You were just like, I love fishy.
yeah. It's sad.
And your parents
Why
told
won't
you
you
it was a heart
sparkle?
attack, but you just banged it to death. Yeah. Why are you upset when I pee on you?
I would love to see that.
yeah, it's kind of the same, like sea,
Yeah, it
aquatic
is.
creatures.
But I feel like I should have come with something juicier as a regret.
No, that's okay. We'll get something juicier from you in just a minute.
What's rattled you recently?
Yeah.
What's rattled me?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, this afternoon I popped into Zara on Oxford Street
Yeah.
before coming here.
So
because
many of them on Oxford
there
Street
are
as
so
well.
many. Because I'm filming something on Thursday,
Oh,
and I
cute.
wasn't expecting to be I'm staying at my parents for a couple of days, and I don't have enough clothes with me. And in order to not wear something that's just been in my wardrobe since I was 15 years old, I needed to go and buy some new stuff.
Of course.
So I went into Zara, and not to sound 102, but I feel like I've just worked a shift at Zara because they make you do all the things now. So you have to, obviously, you have to like take the security tags off
Wait,
yourself.
what?
You have to take it to a self-checkout, like in Tesco.
Oh, this must be an English thing because in America they're like, you're gonna steal everything, so we have to do it.
Well,
you
that's
are.
how it. Yeah, I mean, you have to walk in and you put them in a sort of sink, and then you have to and then you have to take the tags off the security tags off yourself.
And it's hard. It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
And often you have to be like,
Can you help me,
Can
please?
you help me?
Yeah. Could you do your job?
Yeah, exactly.
And then in the changing rooms, you had to, where they give you like you have 6 items, you have 4 items.
Sure.
Instead, they have a wall, and you have to show the hangers to the wall, and it scans how many items you've got,
Is there someone in the wall?
and then you scan. You think there's someone in the wall
What do
counting?
you mean showing it to an
There's
all-knowing
like
wall?
an all-knowing wall that's got like a sensor on the other side of it.
I would be okay with an all-knowing wall if I knew there was also someone telling me yes or no when I tried something on.
Yes, being like, you look good,
Good
or,
or
or like,
gonna be
your butt
honest.
looks bad.
Yeah,
muffin top hull over there.
Yeah, your back fat
Take
is
it off. Your
outrageous.
back fat is out. Yeah.
But yeah, so and you have to do that, and then on the way out you have to scan which ones you do want, which ones you don't. But the walls don't work. So it was the walls don't work.
Nothing works.
I was
This
so
is crazy.
I just left so I now know how like over 70s feel when someone's like, sorry, we don't accept cash.
The robots don't work.
The robots don't work.
I don't get the cashless thing. I'm like, so you're saying you don't want my money?
I just don't know.
So now what? Did you buy clothes?
I did,
What
but
did you get?
I really earned
You
them.
worked for it. Yeah, you shouldn't have had to pay. If you're gonna work
Yeah,
for
they
it,
should
you
do
shouldn't
a
have to
discount.
pay.
They should pay you for the hours that you put
completely
into.
agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree. And because no one knows how to work it, the queues are double as long because everything takes twice
And
as
also,
long.
not to sound rude, but everyone on Oxford Street is an idiot.
Thick.
Including me.
They're all thick as pig shit. They're all wandering around, no brain in them. Like, why are you walking so fucking slowly?
I know.
You have just use your feet.
Yes, and the worst is, this is the most boring thing to say in the world because everyone said it. It's the equivalent of airplane food chat, but when people just stop walking
Yeah.
in
What?
front of you. When someone's like striding somewhere, then they just
Oh,
stop.
yes.
Like they're buffering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate that.
I also can't stand people who just don't know their place in their surroundings. I'm just like...
Or in society.
In general, yes. I'm just like, why are you standing right at the edge of the escalator? Just move to the side. Just let people...
Stop loitering.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Get a move on.
Just understand where your body
Yeah.
is.
Whenever
very
I'm in
stressful.
Oxford Street, it's for a desperate need of something that I have no choice but to do, and it's not enjoyable, and I'm just like, get in, get what's good, and leave.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's your favorite store on Oxford Street? And why is it John Lewis? I'm just kidding. Oh my God.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
John Lewis.
I
I
know.
love John. It's so comforting.
It is comforting.
I went there the other day for
agree.
the first time because I needed some makeup. And they basically were like, it's a little lowbrow for us.
What?
I
What's
know.
on the
I was like,
lowbrow?
hey,
Your face?
I'm like, is there MAC makeup here? And they were like, you'll have to try Selfridges. And I was like,
Wow.
whoa, okay.
To judge Mac.
Yeah. Wasn't that odd?
Well, I feel like they definitely do have Mac in other John Lewis's. That I know for a fact they have one in the Cambridge John Lewis. John
Don
Lewis.
DeWitt. Thank you,
So-
Sean Connery.
So,
Um,
So why don't they have it on Oxford Street? They should have everything on
I
Oxford
don't know,
Street.
but I felt really poor. I was like, okay, I'm a peasant. I don't belong in John Lewis.
A
Yeah.
moment for Top Shop. R.I.P. Top Shop.
Yeah,
R.I.P..
R.I.P. That's now what, IKEA?
What?
Yeah, I think there's an IKEA like being it there.
Oh, I thought
They've
you
done
meant-
up the shop of IKEA with like a big blue front and a big plastic strap.
Their meatballs are good.
Their meatballs are fucking orgasmic.
It would be so nice that you wouldn't. I don't have to build the meatball because I can't cook.
I used to live in Hammersmith and they have an IKEA there, and I used to just go there when I was
Yeah,
hungover
for a treat.
for a treat.
To get lost.
And just
Quite
eat their meatballs.
Do you think Timothy Chalamet's ever been to IKEA?
I think he's come in a meatball.
I think he. No, I think someone else has come in a meatball and he's eaten it.
Oh, Armie Hammer came in the meatball.
Yeah, I think
He
Army.
probably would,
Oh, he
actually.
definitely would. Real life Army Hammer.
I think Armie would come into anything.
Yes.
What do you think he wouldn't come
To be
into?
fair, I would come into anything.
Really?
You would?
Why not?
So many reasons.
I would come on the algae. Do you think it would make them happy or sad?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Would that irritate them?
Yeah.
I would imagine that would irritate them.
That
It
would
can be
really offend
irritating.
me if they got irritated. I'd be like, but you are the cause of this pleasure.
That's true.
Yeah, I thought this was something we were both excited about. So, Amy,
Hello.
is there a rat you'd fuck?
Was that?
It's like a person who we'd consider
This guy.
ratty. Yeah. Hello?
Oh.
Is he turned on?
I really, really fancied Mark Ronson growing up,
Lol.
and I feel like,
And the Business International.
and the Business International, and I feel like he's a bit of a rat. No,
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of ratty.
he's King Nepo, baby.
Wait, just to be clear, Mark Ronson, the DJ?
Yeah.
Okay, wanted to
And
make sure we were
producer.
talking about the same person.
Collaborated a lot with
Well,
Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
To be fair, any DJ is a rat.
That's true.
Yeah,
And I say that with love.
Yeah,
Even
I
the
know it's
successful
DJs.
ones.
Rattiest.
yeah. There's something really bad about DJ.
I just wonder,
Yeah.
like, how many strains of HPV can you have?
Yes.
Yes, but also they suck as people most of the time.
And everything that they do and all the people that they interact with, if they're successful, reinforces their delusions that they deserve to be assholes
Yes.
to everybody, and that is a justifiable position to have.
Most unsuccessful DJs I know are very similar to male comedians that I know in that they both don't have bed frames.
Yes, just
Why
mattress.
I don't know. And just one pillow.
And
One
like
pillow?
also like why isn't a fitted sheet
Yeah.
compulsory? Why is it just bare mattress?
They're
with
just
some
raw
beer
dogging
stains
it.
on it?
They're raw dogging. Is it beer or is it urine?
It's yellow. It's hot. It's bad.
If it's yellow, let it mellow.
Have you ever gone back to someone's house, looked at it, and gone, actually, no, sorry?
I wish
It's
I had
kind of-
more self-respect.
I wish I had been single for once in the last 5 years, but I am a relationship Tarzan.
Okay.
I'm
That's amazing.
incapable of being alone.
Okay.
Straight one. I'm like, who's next? Who's next? Come on.
Got
Who's
you.
next?
You're lily padding.
Yeah, I cannot. And it makes me, there is a deep fear within me that like if I ever were to become alone long term,
Mm-hmm.
I would just, I don't know, die? I don't know. I wouldn't be able to cope.
Okay.
But I did have a very big phase at university of sleeping with lots of people. And all of the beds were provided by the university, so I never
Yeah.
actually got into the kind of bed frame thing. But you can tell that if someone hadn't had a bed provided for them,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have one. You
Right,
know what I
yeah, yeah.
mean?
Yeah, it would just be an air
Absolutely.
mattress,
Mm-hmm.
which is a kind of a life raft if you think about it. Just on the floor, floating
Yeah.
aimlessly, poor. No one's coming to save you.
No, that's not good, is it?
No. I had a guy once who came over to my room and he left and he stole
No.
a brand new moleskin notebook that I just bought myself.
That's the weirdest thing to steal.
Also,
Why?
kind of the most admirable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, I do get why he would have
Yeah.
done that, but it was really annoying.
That is annoying.
Did you
That's
call him
a
out on it?
shame.
No, because, like, what am I going to do? You stole my...
Yeah. Hey, by the way, did you steal my notebook? Yeah. Hey, by the way, did you come over to my house and steal my moleskin notebook that I just bought?
Which is my name for my virginity?
Oh.
He stole my moleskin.
He stole my moleskin notebook.
Was it in the wrapper?
Yeah, it was in the plastic film.
I found out recently that, just literally having a second set of bed sheets immediately puts me into the top 1% of men that ever existed.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a second set of bed sheets?
No, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, you do now?
I've got 6 pillows on my... I've got 6...
Six is aggressive.
I
Do you
have-
use 3 to sleep?
I use 1 to sleep, but then
I use 2 to sleep, 1 between my thighs.
Yes. My friend Frederick introduced me to this. I say my friend, I've not spoken to him for fucking years.
okay.
But it's really stuck with me. This is his legacy in my life. He called it his cock pillow.
What?
Where it just gives...
He rested
it
his
just
cock on
gives-
But do you also call it a cock pillow?
Yeah, but
You
just
have
out
to,
of
huh? Yeah.
respect.
Right.
To the legacy,
To
yeah.
the legacy of because it used to give him like a nice little bit of wiggle room.
Uh-huh.
But
For his cock?
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels like more of a ball pillow.
Give it some
Think about
breathing space, but actually, like I like having sleep very oddly, with like one leg right up by my chin.
The rock climber
and
sort of.
one. Yes,
Yes.
I sleep like a
Yeah.
rock
I'm also the rock
climber.
climber.
I was like, that's such
Apparently
a perfect
that's
thing.
so bad for your back. Not
Yes,
to be the
and
bearer
my
of
back
bad
hurts
news.
as we speak.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so unsurprised by that. My back's a
But
stay.
also, it gives a certain satisfaction.
It's just I can't sleep without. I either sleep like that or yeah. No, it tends to be rock climbing.
Amy,
It does
could I
tend to.
ask what you explain how you get yourself to fall asleep? Because it feels like it is relatable to this podcast.
Speaking of being ratted out, producer Stu has so I get myself to sleep by giving myself a little scenario. That sounds like
What?
Oh, like fantasy.
Is that
Yeah.
a code for masturbating?
no.
Nighttime fantasies.
Because that's how I get to
It
sleep.
could be anything from like a personal favorite. This is ratty. Look, Stu's so pleased with himself.
Oh, we love it.
One of my favorites is to imagine that I'm a rat in like Victorian England.
Stop.
And scuttling around in the streets, and then I lay to rest behind a bin or something, and I think about like the carriages going past, and it's usually raining, and I like tuck up like a little sewer
I'm gonna
rat.
do that.
It's really nice.
Cozy. Or like a church mouse, maybe.
Yes, so I have lots of these different. I call them my scenarios.
Wait, I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I'm so not joking.
No.
My mum used to do this, interestingly. She used to stroke my head and say, "You're a tiny little penguin inside an igloo."
Oh, that's
What's
And
happened
there's-
to you people?
There's a blizzard outside, and you're snuggled up with all of your penguin family.
Mama
And
Hall
you're,
gets it.
you're so
What?
warm and you're so safe. And
Yep.
I would fantasize that I was a tiny penguin, even though I don't think they live in igloos. I think that's Eskimos, but I don't think you can say that.
It
Anyway,
doesn't matter in
doesn't
the
matter. It's a
scenario.
scenario, and I would feel so cozy and warm,
Yep.
and then I would fall
And I
asleep.
thought I was a complete freak of nature for doing this.
Mm-mm.
And then someone else ratted me out in a green room for this. And Keyworth was like, Sarah Keyworth said that they also do exactly the same thing. And then we workshopped it. We workshopped a new one together where we were, we tried it, where I was, and I imagine they were as well, Brum, going through a model village. You know, Brum the car? Brum. Okay, so Brum is a toy car who had its own TV series as a child. It was like a tiny little car.
Jealous.
And the scenario was that I was Brum going through a model village, and then I'd stop, and obviously I'd feel like a giant Brum in the model village. That really did it for me for a while.
So this doesn't give you more anxiety?
No, I find it lovely.
If you were to come up with a scenario, what would it be?
I'm watching Army Hammer come into a peach.
And you're
It
you?
makes you feel safe.
Yeah, and then I'm like, wow, this feels
And
like
you're-
home. You know?
okay.
Yeah, I'm comforted by this.
Nice.
And I
nice,
just
nice,
fall
nice.
asleep like a baby.
I had one recently where I pretended I was in a grave,
hmm
but I found that very comforting.
Again,
You were a
very
dead
shocking.
person in the grave.
Yeah. I'm curious, if you were going to nominate one person to be Rat of the Week,
Rat of the week.
who would it be and why?
Because rats are quite misunderstood, aren't they?
Mm.
Because they're actually quite clever and affectionate, but they're also gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, my friend had a
But
pet
it's not
rat.
their fault.
There's not that.
No. And the pet rat had huge balls because they never got the balls removed. And so it would just, and it was really fat. So it would just be like huge balls slithering on you. It was really bizarre.
Really?
I know, but he was really sweet.
What? Sorry. So the rat had what?
Like
Big
really big
bollocks.
balls. It was weird.
What was the texture?
Oh, I didn't actually spend too much time with them.
You said slimy.
No, he would just like crawl, like drag his body on you.
What drag his balls across you?
He was very odd.
What's his name?
Rufus.
Rufus.
Yeah.
Rufus the rat.
Rufus the rat.
Kind of cute.
So was it your pet?
No, a friend's pet.
A friend's pet.
My parents would never.
They would never.
They would never allow that.
Okay, so we've decided a rat, as I understand them, is someone who's misunderstood and has massive balls.
And has massive balls.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
A rat is someone who's misunderstood and has massive balls.
Okay.
And that's actually written in Vermin Philosophy book 71 in Portuguese.
In Portuguese. In which case,
It's also in the King James Dictionary definition of a rat.
Is it really? Oh my gosh, you learn something new every day. I reckon my most recent rat encounter came from just like you know on the street when is it Billy Schneider does that name a woman and people are like
Yes.
Billy Eichner.
Yes.
yeah is that what is it?
It's close. Yeah. No.
Billy
Eichner.
See, I don't know who anyone is.
You were close though.
Thank
Yeah.
you. What did I say? Schneider.
Yeah. And it was like, I'll just let it go.
So
I'll let it go.
close.
Yeah.
It sounds
It's like, tell me you're not Jewish without telling me you're not Jewish. But fine, go on, hop off.
So now you're like, who's the rat? They're misunderstood and they've got balls, and I now can't think of anyone who's misunderstood and has balls.
I think there's someone in this very room.
Stu is terribly misunderstood.
No, everyone understands me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All
true,
right, so it's not Stu.
You're not a rat. Okay.
Or even somebody that you want to victimize on the pod.
Now I'm happy for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've ratted me out today, actually.
Yeah, I ratted you out.
My rat of the week is people who are unhelpful when I've been trying to get a visa to Australia and they haven't answered my questions in enough detail, and they are my rats of the week.
That's ratty as hell.
Wow, that is. I've also had annoying visa problems this week.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah, so our lawyer said, I'll send you an email letting you know what time we're going to talk on Wednesday. And then that was last Wednesday. And then I sent like 3 follow-up emails and never got a response. And then today, right before the podcast, I sent an email being like, hey, what time is the call tomorrow? And then 1 minute later, she said 4:15. And I was like, okay, well, could you fucking said that earlier?
Or asked if that was okay for you.
Yeah, well, it's like for my husband. So, I'm his secretary
That's a rat of
apparently.
the week.
Yeah.
That is rat of the week.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Stu, though, because he ratted me out today hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stu's
Yeah,
rat of the week.
Stu.
I feel like this might be a common thing.
Yeah. Oof.
Right,
Oh, well.
King rat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
King Rat. Well, oh, excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah, did you bring Stu an offering? Okay, but our last thing on this podcast for
Yes.
today is we usually do a dictionary word because we've obviously learned nothing on the podcast today, and we feel like, why not just learn one thing
Yeah. Okay.
as a group?
It's good to improve and listen to people that you disagree with.
Yeah.
So
It
that's why
is.
our producer has
It's
got
a
a
rat.
word that we have to learn.
Over to the rat of the week. Stu Rat.
That's
Rat
good.
laws.
Is Stu's rat of the
Stu
week
rat walls.
the microphone?
What about, it's difficult to know here. Squalid?
Oh, it's good.
That's a
good
man
word.
word.
Squalid.
Good
That's
word.
quite ratty.
Yeah.
Can you give us the definition?
Yeah, I can give you a definition.
Can I try and see if I can define it on my
can
own,
do
and then
it.
you can tell me if I'm wrong?
Please.
For me, squalid is like the adjective version of living in squalor, which is like you're living a deprived, dirty, dungeony, full of bacteria lifestyle.
Okay.
Like being like, oh, I went to his house and he was living in squalor.
He didn't even have a bed frame.
Yeah.
Are you
Perfect.
reading out from the Oxford Dictionary?
No, just from this noggin,
It was
baby.
dungeony.
Okay.
It's dungeony in the description.
It
My-
says of a
oh.
place. Sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say. So my guess,
Yeah.
which I think might be actually dead on, squalid,
Yeah.
and it is the noise that a dying bird makes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I'm probably
Noun is a
correct.
person, place, or thing.
Is it possible that both of you are right?
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's not. It's Bella's right.
What? No, I was wrong.
For ages, I thought, at the beginning of all of DJ Khaled's songs, he says DJ Khaled. I thought he said squalid once.
DJ
I
Squalid.
will say DJ Squalid to me is a rat because he doesn't eat pussy.
Does he not?
He made an announcement, a formal announcement that he does not eat pussy.
Yep.
So, I'm so glad you've brought this up. Because I think I had a discussion with a friend recently about how I said, of somebody we both knew, he doesn't go down on women. And they were like, oh, how do you know that? And I was like, oh, no, not because of that. I was like, you can just tell.
Yes.
You can tell if someone just doesn't go down
But
on women.
what's
Because they don't
worse is
smell like
men
pussy.
going on like. But what's worse, I think, is when some stand-up comedians that are men go on stage and do stand-up about how much they go down on women. That to me is terrifying.
I'm going to be honest, never heard a man go on stage talking about eating pussy.
I've heard it like
Have
at
you?
least 3 times.
Is it by the same person?
I can
can
tell you
think
who
of
it is
one.
off pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
Can I read out DJ Khaled's statement?
statement, yeah.
Please do.
His anti-pussy statement?
You've got to start it with DJ Khaled.
DJ Squalid.
So DJ Squalid was asked, so you're saying you don't go down? And he said, nah, never. I don't do that. It's because men are kings. He said it's different rules for men. You got to understand, we the king, there's some things that y'all might not want to do, but it's got to get done. I just can't do what you want me to do. I just can't.
Okay. Has anyone seen him try and play guitar on Justin Hawkins' YouTube channel? Because
No.
that is not a king.
Interesting.
he gets sent a guitar from, it's like Bob Marley's estate gift him with a guitar.
Wow.
And it's this beautiful, like, limited edition, whatever. And he starts, like, trying to play it like a baby. Like, it was, you've never seen anything like it. And I'll send it to you guys.
Okay.
And you can link it in the description because it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Stu, can we pull up the link? Okay, yeah.
Well, I'll just say that there was some pushback from people to what DJ Khaled said.
Is that because
particularly-
he's seen it on, what's the mafia show? Sopranos. Isn't that a thing where they don't, the mafia don't go down on women because it's seen as submissive?
Oh, maybe DJ
Wow,
Khaled
I didn't know
is
that either.
adhering to mafia
So is
law.
he in the mafia?
Well, it would just be so DJ Khaled to be like, to wish he was.
Yes.
Yeah.
To have been
And to
rejected.
assimilate by not going down on women.
Yeah, he's eating so much spaghetti and not going down on women.
Yeah, he can only slurp
Yeah.
spaghetti. I'd like to take back my last statement.
Well, let's stand an oral sex king right now.
Yeah.
Smash Mouth the band. Quote
Smash
tweeted.
Mouth?
Yeah.
By name, by nature.
They're pro pussy. Yeah.
They said a king who doesn't is no king at all.
Yeah, we're looking.
Wow.
Smash Mouth are right.
We're looking.
R.I.P..
Yeah, we're looking for grapefruit eaters.
Absolutely.
Grapefruit lovers.
The women start coming and they don't stop coming.
Wow.
you know what,
A+++.
actually?
That was good.
And on that note, Amy, I think we're gonna thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
The Rat King himself.
I love the
We'd
Rat
like to thank
King.
you for
You
being
can have
here.
your offering
you can
back.
have your offering back.
No.
Yeah.
And Amy, how can we find you on the internet?
I'm on the internet at Amy F. Matthews.
Wow. Thank you for coming, Amy Matthews.
Amy Ratthews.
Thank you for
We
being
like
so
yous.
vulnerable with us today. Rats out.
That's
Rats
how.
out.
Bye.
Rats of the Roundtable is a Turtle Canyon comedy production produced by me, Stuart Laws. Please rate, review, subscribe, share the podcast so that more people can listen to it. Thank you very much for supporting.